In this video, I'm going to talk about my final project for my CSI226 class. My final project is using Python to create a SQL database in VS Code. I got this idea when I learned Python on 3W School website. When I did my project, there are two challenges for me. One is how to connect Python and SQL in VS Code. Another one is when I code in Python, I realize Python is very sensitive about space. So why I choose Python as my final programming language? That is because Python is known for its clean and readable syntax. Python has a large and active community of developers. This means that there is a extension documentation, tutorials, and community support available. Python has a vast ecosystem of library and framework that covers a wide range of applications. Python also is open source, meaning that its source code is freely available, and it comes with a permissive license. So when I doing my project, first I need to download Python and MySQL. So I watched a lot of videos to download and install Python and MySQL. Here's two links that is very useful for me. So after install Python and MySQL, then I need open MySQL to initialize the database. After initialize the database, I need to create a MySQL connection. Like here, I already connected two, but if I want to create a new one, just click the add. So put my connection name and the username and password here and click OK. A new connection will be created. So just cancel. So after created the MySQL connection, I need to connect Python and MySQL. So to connect Python, I'm with MySQL. So I need to click the PyChar pre-reference object interpreters to install MySQL connector, or I can use command to do this. So after connect Python and MySQL, I can write code in Python now. Let's see, the first, I just import MySQL connector module, import MySQL connector and establishing a connection to MySQL database. Here's all the information I said before in MySQL. And then I use my cursor equals my db.cursor. So what does this mean? So what does a cursor mean? A cursor is being created for interacting with the database using the MySQL connector library in Python. When the cursor has been established, we can start pulling down the queries. Let's break down this line of code. So connection MyDB is holds MyDB here is holds the connection to MySQL database. This connection is established earlier in my code. A cursor is a database object that that is used to manage the context of a fetch operation. It allows you to execute SQL queries and fetch results from the database. The cursor object is assigned to a variable myCursor, which we can use to execute SQL queries and perform various operations on the database. So after this, I created a new database named firstDB, and then I use myCursor to execute created database my firstDB. After create, we can show the database here. So when I run this, so just showing here. When I run this, you can see the testDB database is shown here. So after I created the database, so I need to create a new table named students, and with column name, enrolled course, and grade. And here is how I created my students table. So myCursor dot execute create table students name, enrolled course, grade. So after created the students table, we can see the table. We can run this code. Let's see, connection. So we can see here I need to, so when I run, I can see you can see my student table is created here. And after the table created, I need to insert data into students table. So just use circle formula, insert into students name, enrolled course, grade, volume, %s, because it's 3 columns, so I use 3%s. So what does %s mean? The %s is used to as a placeholder for the value that will be inserted into student table. When you use parameter queries like this, so you typically provide a table or a list of values when executing the query, and these values replace the corresponding %s placeholder in the SQL database. So after I insert all the data, I use myCursor execute many. So what does execute many mean? Execute many method in Python, specifically for database cursor, is used to execute the same SQL SQL statement multiple times with different set of parameters. It is often used when you need to perform bulk insert, update, or other operations efficiently. So after execute many, I use my db.commit. So what does my db.commit mean? So in Python, using my SQL connector library, my db.commit is a method that commit the current transaction to the database. This means that any change, insert, update, delete made using cursor associated with my DB are saved and become permanent. So after insert data, we can check the students table. SQL. So I connect. So check first. I need to use test DB to run this. So you can see the table here, students here. Then I just select all columns from students. So when I run this, we can see all the students' information here. So next step, I'm gonna to retrieval and printing all the records from the student table. I use my cursor.execute select star from students, and we use my cursor.fetch all. What is fetch all mean? Fetch all is method used to retrieve all the rows of the result set return by a select query executed using a cursor in Python. When you execute a select query using the execute method for a cursor, the result set is stored on the cursor object. The fetch all method is then used to fetch all the rows from this result set. Okay, we're gonna run this, see the result. So when you run this, you can see all the students' information here. So next step, I'm going to retrieving and print only the name column from the students table. So when I run this, you will see only the student's name show. Run this. So you can see here is only student's name show. Next step, I'm going to retrieving and print only the enrolled course column from the students table. So when I run this, you will see only enrolled course column display, and run this. So here is enrolled course information. So next step, I'm going to retrieving and printing only the first row of the enrolled course column from the student table. So I use my cursor execute select enrolled course from students, but here I use my cursor dot fetch one. What is fetch one mean? Fetch one is only to display the first row of the course enrolled course from the students. Let's run this. So you can see just math show here. So next step, I'm going to executing a select query with a where cloud to retrieval records where the grade is 88. So here I use my cursor fetch all. It will display all the grade is 88. Let's run this. So you can see there is only one record has the grade 88. So next step, I'm going to executing a select query with where clause using the like operator to retrieval records with VI in the name. So I use the query here, select start from students where name like percentage VI percentage. That means the name, if the name include VI in the middle, it will shows. So I use fetch all. That means all the name has VI will display. When I run this, you can see there are 3 records shows here, has Olivia, Davis, David. So next code, I'm going to executing select query with where clause and parameterized values to retrieval records for the specific name. Here I use select start from students where name equals percentage S. So I use fetch all. When I run this, it will show here. So again, the percentage S means using is used as a placeholder for the values. Next, I'm going to run this. So this code is executing an update query to set the grade to 80 where name is Emma Davis. So let's see the result here. So first I'm going to show this code one more time. Let's see the original code. So when I run this, it will show Emma Davis, chemistry 80, So we go to here. We may need to change something, like we need to set the grid to 79 and update the information. Okay, we will run this to see. Here you can see Emma Davis is grade is 80. When I run this, we can check the information here. We need to refresh and here rerun this code. So the Emma Davis is 80 right now. When I run it, it will change to 79. So the code has updated the records. So next step, I'm going to execute a select query with a limited clause to retrieve the first 5 records from the student table. So I use my cursor execute select star from students limit 5, then fetch all, and let's run this. When I run this, you can see it just show the first 5 records. First 5 records in the student table. Okay. So next query, next code, we're gonna executing a select query with a limited and offset clause to retrieve 5 records starting from the third record. Here we use select star from students limit 5 offset 2. That means we just display 5 records, but the start records, the first record is start the third one. Let's run this. So you can see the original display is first is John. Right now the first is Bob. So next step, we're going to do executing a select query with an order by clause to retrieve all the records orders by name. And in ascending order, here's the query we use. We use select star from students order by name, and I use my cursor dot fetch all. That means we'll show all the student information order by name. And let's run it. Here you can see the display is ordered by name. So next step, we're going to executing a select query with order by clause to retrieve all records ordered by grid in ascending order, the same as the name, but this one changed to grid. Okay, let's run this. So this time the records is ordered by grade. So next we're gonna executing a select query with an order by clause to retrieve all the records ordered by grade. Same thing as before, but this time we change to grade. Let's run this. So you can see this time we display all the information ordered by grade. Next, we're gonna executing a select query with an order by clause to retrieve all the records by name in descending order. That is opposite from the first one. Let's run this. This time the records is ordered by name but in descending order. So here's next step, we're gonna executing a delete query to delete the records where name is Sophia White. So let's check the original. Let's check the original records here. Sophia White is here, and we will delete this information. So when we run this, it will delete. So we add my db.commit. So the information in my SQL will be updated. So let's refresh. Let's see. The original codes has Sophia White here. When I run this code here, you can see the Sophia White has been deleted. So the next step is how executing a job table query to delete the student table. When we run this, the student table will be dropped. So that's all my project. The last step, I want to explain some code in Python. Here, let's see. So in Python, the print is a built-in function that is used to display information on the standard output. So here's the list in Python. We can use for loop to display each item in the list. And here is a table. Table is used round brackets, and we also can use for loop to display each items in the table. And that's all about my final project. If you have any questions, please let me know. And thank you for your time, and thank you for watching. Bye.